But do you find it sometimes difficult with a client that thinks his or her case is worth X number while you really think it's only worth Y? How do you deal with these kind of situations?
That's a very good question, and that does happen sometimes. And I think it comes from just not having the experience in dealing with what cases are worth. And I will sit down with the client. I'll spend the time to go through how do we come up with a value in the case. And if we go through it and the client understands the criteria for determining that, then I think they usually will accept my view of it, because I'm not just saying, hey, this is what it is, you have to believe me, without having some explanation. I like to provide an explanation. So I think that works better in the long run.
Absolutely. And how do you handle the fact, or the education, I would say, of the client, of letting them know that this is not something that is going to be settling in a month or two, but rather the system and the wheels of justice kind of are very slow here? How do you handle this, and what kind of length has it been taken for the personal injury cases these days?
Right. If we file in court, it's going to take at least a year. But what happens is that there's two phases to the case. So there's the first phase where we're dealing with an insurance company, and we might get a negotiation going with the insurance company, and I say to the client, well, here's the number, do we like this number? If they say, I don't like this number, I'll say, well, okay, we don't have to settle. We go to the next stage, which is court. Now it's going to take a lot longer, and it's going to cost more money. And so we try to figure out whether it's worthwhile to proceed. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
So you do an economic analysis of the case and basically explain to the client the time value of the money plus the emotional stress plus your percentage also goes higher as